I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call this meeting of the Monongalia County Commission this February 19th, 2025 to order. It's approximately 10 a.m. All three commissioners are present. And we will move first to our consent and approval with our county administrator, Renetta McClure. Good morning.
10 exonerations for 3,448.01, minutes for February 12th, 2025, and the Board of Review and Equalization for February 5th and February 7th, 2025. Vouchers, General County Fund, $67,058.37. Coal severance, $5,500. 911, $14,657.64. Chestnut Ridge Park, $4,586.76. Camp Muffley, $514.50. Mason-Dixon Park, $1,261.47. Mon County Center, $7,572.64. Opioid settlement funds, $8,577.61. ARPA, $195,641.28. Parks and Rec, $24,643.87. Purchasing card, General County, $7,801.58. Magistrate Court, $1,778. Chestnut Ridge Park, $671.80. Camp Muffley, $152.96. Mason-Dixon Park, $751.51. Mon County Center, $139.19, for a voucher total of $339,548.96. We have budget revisions to be approved for the general fund. Require state approval for the prosecuting attorney, state grants, and law enforcement. General fund for in-house approval, circuit clerk's office, and then other funds that require in-house approval for the Mon County Center Fund and Fire Protection Fund. Position vacancies for boards and authorities are listed on the county website and fiduciary orders for February 19th, 2025.
Move that we approve the consent agenda items as presented.
Second.
We have a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
There's also a second notice for the administrative closing of the states
Right.
that's in the folder for you all to sign.
Okay. Thank you. Next, introduction of new employees, personnel changes.
We have none.
None. Next, we have comments from the public. This is our open comment section. You're welcome to come forward, and you have 2 to 3 minutes to state your piece, as it were. Please state your name and your address, and I will open the public comments. So, anyone that would like to come forward, come on down. Ms. Folks, please.
Did y'all miss me?
Sure.
Worried about me?
Yeah.
No?
Glad you're here.
Good morning.
Yeah, I've just been dealing with a series of unfortunate events.
It's a good movie.
Huh?
That's a good movie, series of unfortunate events. Anyway,
I
go
know,
ahead.
that's what I quoted. Mary Ann Foles, 321 Morgantown Avenue. It's a different address. A couple things today. I noticed that you have a application from Mr. Adkins for the appointment to the Mon County Planning Commission. Just wanted to remind you that I first applied for that about 4 years ago, way before I ran for office. I've also reapplied, I think, about a year. We've had multiple correspondence on that. Wanted to let you know I am still eager and want to make a difference. You know, I'll just tell you, when I lived in Ohio, the town next to me grew from a town maybe smaller than Star City into the largest high school in the state of Ohio. Huge, huge growth there. So I've seen it happen. I know what works, I know what doesn't work, and I really feel like I can make a difference. Also, wanted to note that I noticed that you have consideration to approve Hope Gas, a measuring and regulating station easement. I wanted to remind you that there are several residents in the western end of the county who had property basically eminent domain away from them in terms of their gas, in order to put in a gas right away, and they were paid way under the going rate. I know at least one person who had planned to build on that property and now no longer can. That was maybe a 50, 60 acre tract. So just wanted to remind you that you do have constituents in the western end of the county who have been negatively affected by some of this work by Hope Gas. I'm all for Hope Gas doing their thing, but runs can happen along property lines. They don't have to happen right through the middle of property, and I think we can have a win-win there. So, obviously I've been watching, so I've got more, but I will save it for another day.
Okay,
Thank you. Welcome back.
Anyone else like to come forward? Chad, no? Did you want to?
Is that something I should address today?
That's where, if you had something to say, this is where you'd say it. So
Yes.
just give your name and address and state your piece.
My name is Chad Matheny, reside at 3488 Earl Elcor Road in Delslow or Richard. I have several businesses here in the county, one of which is a metal roofing manufacturing facility in Delslow, Richard. I have 2 houses adjacent to my manufacturing building that are prone to flooding. I approached the floodplain commission and was granted a permit to raise the level of the real estate there so that it would drain out towards Route 7 and then run down along Route 7. Upon beginning this work, I hauled in several triaxle loads of dirt to fill this backyards of 2 residents, and one of the neighbors complained, and then my permit was rescinded. It's been at a standstill for over 2 years now. The backyard has about 2 feet of water in it. It floods the basements. And I am approaching the commission today to see if there's something that can be done. It is a mosquito hazard in the summertime. I have some pictures that I'd be willing to pass around for you all to get a grasp of how bad the situation is. It definitely needs addressed, and I'm at a standstill. I can't seem to get any further with the floodplain coordinator that rescinded my permit. I've called Charleston trying to reach his superiors to plead my case. Basically, all I've learned is that that's handled on a county level by that commissioner, or not commissioner, but that floodplain coordinator. And I need to do something with this. I've asked the floodplain coordinator. There's a drain that drains off of, from what I understand, Eastgate. When they built Eastgate, all their stormwater comes to a stormwater drain in this area that runs through the backyard of these residences. And when it rains, it actually gushes up out of a collection drain there in the backyard of these residences. I've asked if I could dig down rather than fill in and possibly plug that to prevent that water from gushing up out of there when it rains. And the floodplain coordinator pretty much says, well, let's not do that yet. I don't know, let me check. And I seem to never get an answer back. It's been going on for 2 years now. I can't seem to gain any ground. I employ 7 or 8 people. It fluctuates there at my business. I'd like to expand the parking lot or those 2 houses while they're there. I'd like to rent them, but the basements flood. They flood to the point that it's higher than the service panel for the electric in the basement. Very, very hazardous, and I can't. One of them is rented right now, but it's horrible living conditions. The other one I can't rent because of the flooding issues. Okay. So I'm here to see if the county commission can help me in any way resolve this issue. And like I say, I've got pictures I'd pass around Jeff, you've been on site and seen it before, so you're familiar, but if anybody'd like to look at these pictures, I have them with me.
Okay. We generally don't comment after public comments, so I'll stop and talk to you after the meeting. Do we have anyone else wants to come forward? Seeing no one, I'll close public comments. Next, we have a proclamation from the Monongalia Emergency Medical Services. Forrest Winan, our director, is going to come on up here and read the proclamation, please.
Thank you, Commissioners. Forrest Wine with Mon EMS. The gentleman here beside me is still confused about why he's here, which I'm really, brings a lot of joy to my heart. But he's scared. He thought he was in trouble today. Paid your taxes, right? Yeah. Okay. So once again, Forrest Wine with Mon EMS. Thank you all. I'm here today on a very a joyous occasion. Bittersweet a little bit, but the gentleman here to my right is Glenn Satterfield. He will be retiring from Mon EMS. This is his last stop in a very long career. Will be his last official day is March 1st, but his last day serving the citizens of Mon County is tomorrow. So I wanted to bring him here, and like I said, we've worked out some things with you all. So I just wanted to celebrate him. He wouldn't have came if I told him that he had to do this today. But the county has prepared a proclamation for you, Glenn, that I'm going to read, if that's okay, Mr. Chairman.
Please.
Mr. Glenn Satterfield initially began his EMS career in 1983. Throughout his distinguished career, Mr. Satterfield has held several positions, including EMT, paramedic, crew chief, supervisor, acting director, educator, and field training officer. Mr. Satterfield has served the citizens of Marion, Harrison, Taylor, and most recently Monongalia County. Through his compassionate and quality care, Mr. Satterfield has personally treated thousands of patients throughout his extensive career and positively impacted the lives of families across West Virginia. Mr. Satterfield has served to improve the industry as a representative on the West Virginia EMS Advisory Council. Mr. Satterfield has helped provide EMS and ensure public safety and profoundly positive impact on the lives of countless residents. And whereas the Monongalia County Commission, with immense appreciation and respect, honors Mr. Glenn Satterfield on the occasion of his retirement on March 1st, 2025, and thank him for his 42 years of public service. Wish him health, happiness, and all the best as he begins the fruits of his retirement. Now, therefore, we, the members of the Monongalia County Commission, hereby recognize and congratulate Mr. Satterfield for his dedicated service on behalf of the citizens of Mon County and the state of West Virginia, and extend our utmost appreciation and best wishes for him on the occasion of his retirement, adopted this 19th day of February, 2025.
Thank you.
I move that
I
we,
know you're not a man of many words, but really say.
Thank you very much, and just going to let you know what my new job is. It's grandchildren.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's great.
So anyway, looking forward to that, and they're
move that
wonderful.
we approve the proclamation, just be official, I move that we approve the proclamation as presented.
Second.
We have first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
And would you like a picture?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You like it or not? You get the picture.
Yes, I do. Thank you, sir.
Enjoy it. I know, that's the best part, yeah, when you don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on, we have grants. Colleen Kuhn, our grants coordinator, office manager, no, nothing today. Next, correspondence. First, receipt of an application from, I don't know how to pronounce this, I'm going to say, is it Chael, or do we know?
Could we just?
Shelley?
Shelley?
Shelley Atkins for appointment to the Monongalia County Planning Commission.
Yeah, so it's just a receipt of the application, and you guys can give me direction later on what to do with those.
I'll address that in comments at the end. Next, we have a letter of support provided to the town of Star City for their application for FEMA's BRIC program.
That was actually signed by the president as per our policy last week, so We went ahead and forwarded that to Star City so they could submit their application.
Great.
Yep.
Do we have anything else?
Yes, several.
Okay. Great.
Commissioner Bloom, you have a piece that you want to?
Yes,
Okay.
received an email from Attorney General McCuskey. He has been having and hosting statewide regional meetings, and he has made it available for us to attend and the constituents. Anyone could attend on Thursday, February 26th, in the Monongalia County Center, which is in Milan Park, and it's from 2 to 4 o'clock on that day.
Okay.
The other piece was the social service transportation pilot program
Okay.
that we're running with Mountain Line Transit. Do you want to speak to any of that?
Well, just, they provided their, are they doing these quarterly? or
Monthly.
Yeah, they provide their monthly report.
Yes.
They, I believe, did they present in front of city council
Yes,
last
they
night?
did last night.
So she sent it to us and said that city council asked to do a presentation, so you've probably heard. But all the information that she presented, she sent to me. It's overall who's riding, where they're going.
Right.
It's a bunch of information. It's in the folder. I just want to note that we
It's a
do
very
have it.
large,
Yes.
it's a lot of information, so.
And I want to thank her for doing that, because during the meeting, I know there was a number of questions about the county and why we asked for it, but she was exceptional in explaining the need for the information and what we were going to do with it. I was really pleased with her presentation in support of the county.
And I do thank Maria for all of her work on this. Ever
Yeah.
since we signed up, I didn't realize how much communication I was going to get from her. Because every time someone requests passes, she sends it to the administrator and we go back and forth as far as, and put some rules in place. And the
Right.
administrator just come up with a couple ideas this past week, which we forwarded on Maria, that helps her make her decisions as far as passes. But also, make sure that she's getting the information, like we're standing tough on as we give these passes to these social agencies. They need to get the information. They need to get them logged into the system as to who they're going to, so that when these people go, and we can track that information. If the tickets aren't in the system, we can't track that information.
Exactly.
So we're getting better and better at getting that information, so that overall, months down the road, we can use that data to make decisions in regards to the future of the program and where the actual needs are. So really appreciate Maria's support on that. Because she's very, very detail-oriented,
Yes.
which I greatly appreciate.
Anything else?
That's all.
We have no unfinished business. Moving on to new business. First, consideration of an appointment to the Deckers Creek Public Service District.
We had a resignation from that, got an application soon thereafter from a Carolyn Davis. We haven't received any other applications for that position.
Okay, it was Carolyn Davis.
Carolyn Davis, yes.
Yes.
I move that we approve the appointment of Carolyn Davis to the Deckers Creek PSD as presented.
Second?
We have first and a second. All in favor? Aye. Next, we have consideration to provide permission to the Monongalia County Board of Health the ability to sublet office space at 453 Van Voorst Road to the West Virginia Department of Health and Human Resources.
I move that we approve the request as presented.
Second?
And what this is previously, these individuals had a residence, they were renting space in the WIC building, and as we were shutting that building down, they made space available for the health department building, and they came to us, like they did previously, to ask for permission. So that's what we're granting.
We have a first and
Anything
a...
else I missed?
Nope. We have first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Next, consideration to approve a request by Hope Gas, Inc. for a measuring and regulating station easement in relation to Longview Power's pipeline project.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion, and then we can have a discussion.
Great.
But I would move to give the president the authority to sign the agreement once the final indemnification language has been agreed to by both the Mon County Development Authority and Mon County Commission attorneys.
Second?
Okay?
Okay, so they've been working on this agreement for a while. All sides have been providing valid and good feedback. The last sticking point is some indemnification language, which usually is the last sticking point. And what Hope Gas is doing, there's an existing pipeline, and they want to install some measuring systems on that. And this is Development Authority county property. So all they're doing is they need this agreement in place so that they can put this additional equipment on that property, and they're working that out. And they're real close. We thought that they would get it worked out by this morning, and there's still just a few more things they want to go back and forth on. So I feel real confident that they're going to reach that agreement. If they don't, it will have to come back, or if the agreement changes, it will substantially have to come back. You have the draft as currently presented, and once this language is approved, if it's in line with everything that we're already aware of, then the president can sign it, and then they can move on.
Great.
Did I miss anything?
No.
Okay.
We have first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Tom was looking like we didn't. I was like, I think we did. No other new business?
No, that's all.
Next, reports from elected officials. We have Mayor Patty Lewis from Granville.
Just briefly for the public, our traffic signals now are all hanging in location. We hit a minor hiccup with the Mon Power connection, but they have assured us that as soon as we're ready for the connection, they will put us to the top of the list, and I'm confident that that will happen. So weather, as long as the weather holds, I think those traffic signals will be up and running within the month at least.
That's wonderful.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
I see in the gallery we have the Honorable Larry Pack, West Virginia State Treasurer. If you'd like to come up, we'd be honored. If not, you're certainly welcome to sit.
Thanks so much, Chairman. I won't take much time, but really just wanted to stop in today to say hello, to thank you for your service. Thank you for what you're doing. I spent the last 2.5, almost 3 years with the Governor of Justice working on a lot of projects in this county, and this county is so different than most of West Virginia because of all the challenges you have with growth, with infrastructure. But it's just a fantastic county and projects to work on because you guys seem like you try to do so much of yourself, and you're coming to state government maybe for a little bit of help to get finished up. And so it's always a pleasure to support those projects. It seemed like we worked on many projects during that term, and just also want to offer as we go forward, even though I'm in a little bit different seat, I want to do everything I can to make sure that you're getting the proper attention, the proper things you need from Charleston to continue to manage the growth up here. It's such an economic driver for West Virginia. Whether it's jobs, whether it's taxes you're sending to Charleston, there's just so many good things that are happening up here, and want to do everything we can to partner with you and to help you going forward. Also, just from my standpoint down south is, we have too much control down south. So if there's some things that you think that regulations, laws need to be loosened up, I'll be your advocate. Charleston seems to think that we have all the answers, and we don't have all the answers. We have a very diverse state, and I think the more local control that we can bring to various counties and various parts of the state, that you guys are on the ground, you know what needs to be done much more than we do in Charleston. But like I said, I really appreciate you. Enjoyed working with you in the past. Look forward to working with you in the future.
Secretary, we really appreciate your visit within weeks of being in office. You're in Mon County, so that shows our citizens how important Mon County is to your office, to Charleston, and your view of Mon County. You've done some really wonderful things for us in the past, and it's great to have such a close relationship, to have a friend in Charleston that we know that's going to listen when we have concerns. So I really appreciate you making Mon County a priority, or at least to show your that we're important to you, to Charleston. So really do appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
As Commissioner Sakura said, yes, we're really pleased that you're already up here. I mean, that is immediate, fantastic for the citizens to realize that. Second, what you just said made music to my ears, which says that all the answers don't come from Charleston, and you're willing to listen. And I think that is what we've always known with you when we've had some issues, and you've been there and you've helped us through some very difficult situations up here, and we appreciate all your support, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you for coming up here.
Yes, and thank you. We had a wonderful relationship with your predecessor, and we look forward to continuing that moving on. And we thank you for coming up. That's great.
Thanks so much, yeah, and standing on the shoulders of the treasurer more, that really has made the transition go really smooth, without a doubt. But thanks a lot, appreciate all of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'd also like to recognize we have some members from Senator Capito's staff here. If there's anything you'd like to state, or no? You're welcome to, or you don't have to. We don't want to put you on the spot, but if you're here, we'd love to hear from you.
Well, we heard Larry Pack was going to be in town.
Oh, sorry, well, we'll leave now.
My name is Jennifer Piercy, and I'm the Economic Development Director for Senator Capito. And this is Hayden Miller. Hayden actually manages and runs our Morgantown office.
Great.
So anytime you have issues, I'll be more than happy to give you Hayden's cell phone number.
Make sure you give that to Tom Blue.
I've already warned him if I call.
No, we just wanted to come in today and stop by. I haven't been to Mon County in a while, and so we wanted to come and just say hello, and if our office can ever be of service, just please let us know.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate it. And honestly, if you give your contact information, give his contact information to Renetta.
I will certainly pass my information along, but did want to just say hello to you all. I've been trying to get here, but you guys have to have a conversation with Marion County and Harrison County and a couple of others. Wednesday at 10 o'clock seems to be a very, very sought after time, but
Yes.
happy to be here with you guys today and locally. Like I said, our office is right down the road. Live here in Morgantown, so anytime I can be of help to you all, happy to do that. So,
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you for coming
Appreciate it.
very
And
much.
please send the senator
Yes.
our thanks for all she does for our citizens. I just heard a story yesterday how she was trying to help one of our citizens get back from Russia
Yes.
after being detained. So we certainly appreciate all the work and her attention to this county. So thank her for us.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Do we have any other elected officials? So moving on, reports from county commissioners. Tom?
Just two. One, continually doing research on recycling. I've been talking with Berkeley County and Jefferson County, and it appears that the county does kind of what we do, which is fund the Solid Waste Authority, and the Solid Waste Authority runs that. The other thing I want to bring up is we had our food giveaway over at South Middle School. It was in pouring rain, but I have to give credit to the Morgantown High baseball team showed up. But I do want to announce 5 young ladies who show up every month. Their names are Carla Pineda, Malin Riaz, Jennifer Mendoza, Allison and Emily Barrera. They've been coming for years, and now what they're doing is not only helping, but they're helping us with our Spanish-speaking family members, which we had some problems with before because we couldn't, because of the communication. And they have been wonderful, and they go to South, one goes to Mountaineer Middle, and 3 go to Morgantown High School. And I did send the principals letters to thank them for their service. Emails. I said emails. I usually say letters, it's emails, sorry. I owe $2 now because I said that.
Sean?
Since our last meeting, last Thursday is the second Thursday of the month, so that's my busy day for meetings. We had our MAP Executive Committee meeting, Red Team, and a Development Authority Strategic Planning session. On Friday, we had staff reports in our Board of Review meeting. Tuesday, I had a tag up, our regular 2-week tag up with our HR consultants and our administrator. Today's a regular day. Our Secretary Pack did invite us to lunch this afternoon, and later this afternoon, I have a MAP Morgantown Area Partnership Board meeting. Tomorrow, I have Mylan Park Foundation Executive Committee meeting, and then we have superintendent interviews for one of our parks. We have a BOR which we will, adjourn sine die. And then I'll be leaving for Charleston in the afternoon to attend a WV Corp board meeting, which will also continue tomorrow. Saturday is Empty Bowls. Want to make sure everybody's aware of that event and come out to support the Empty Bowls annual luncheon. I will be working as a host during that time. I believe Tom will too. It's always a really fun event.
It
And
is.
if you want to see Tom Unchained, come to that event, watch him dance around.
No, thank you.
There's a DJ there that plays a lot of
Always.
music, and if Tom gets in the mood, he he entertains the crowd with dancing. So now I'm really putting you on the spot for
Yeah.
tomorrow, Tom. You may
Not
have-
singing, though.
You may have to wear like a sequined outfit or something. And then on Sunday, I'll be heading to Charleston along with the rest of the commissioners to attend and staff to attend our County Commission Association of West Virginia Conference in Charleston, and we'll be down there through Tuesday. So looking forward to trying to meet with a couple officials. I think we're still working on meeting with the Department of Transportation to really make sure that they are aware of Mon County and our issues. So that's all I
Great.
have.
Well, I won't be at Empty Bowls, but two of my daughters will be, my two daughters, I shouldn't say two of my daughters, my two daughters will be volunteering there, so please put them to work. I had an MCR board meeting yesterday, or 2 days ago, rather, 2 days ago. There was an issue with the warming shelter hours staying open, especially in this very cold time, as far as on weekends and on holidays. And I believe we put forth a plan to address that. MCR is stepping up in a large way to help facilitate that. I don't know if that has been finalized yet, but I believe it has. So look for information for that. To address a couple of the questions that Ms. Foles asked. The Hope Gas thing, the valuations, you're talking about an eminent domain thing, that's a circuit court jurisdiction. Anytime anyone has an eminent domain action instituted, either by the private now or by the state, their recourse is to challenge the valuation in court. That's really the only recourse they have. We have no say or jurisdiction, but we can certainly give guidance to the circuit court for that. Next, regarding the Planning Commission, we have received several applications. For a while, we were hesitant to add due to a multitude of unfinished factors. Now we will be reviewing the applications, having interviews, and selecting the appointments there too, based upon qualifications and the need for the commission at that time. So you should be hearing something.
There's also restrictions in the ordinance
Right.
about where they live and so on.
Right,
and so forth.
so there are a multitude of factors, but we will be addressing that coming forward. Lastly, during a few-hour power outage the other night, my family, we were lamenting some in the family were lamenting the not having power for a few hours, and I think it was one of my kids brought up, well, at least we're not under flood devastation like they are in the southern part of the state. And my wife actually came up with the idea to collect some supplies, and since we're going to Charleston this weekend anyway, I'm having a little drive. So if anyone has any cleaning materials or plastic storage bins or paper products, things that can help these folks that are dealing with devastating flooding on the southern part of the state, it'd just be a little bit what I can fit down in my truck, and so we're going to take those down and donate to one of the centers. So if anyone wants to help out, we're collecting. Just contact me. We're collecting supplies to take down for that, and that's all I've got.
To address the
yeah, I was gonna
concerns
talk to
about the
Chad.
flooding, again, I'm not sure if it's a timing issue. Again, you know more, but I know you were talking with our floodplain coordinator. Well, over the past 2 years, we've changed floodplain coordinators, so you are talking.
We're talking to HAP, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
He's talked to the state, and we're working on it, but
Okay,
it's been
yes.
slow and frustratingly slow, I'm sure. So we're,
Yeah,
I'll light a fire under that and see if we can't get some kind of resolution.
okay, and I appreciate you coming here.
May I speak on that a little bit? Or?
Sure.
Sure.
So,
Could you come to the mic only because then the public can hear you, not here,
Right.
but anyone who wants to
I hauled
watch.
in triaxle loads of dirt and staged it on my parking area for the metal manufacturing facility. And now I can't move it into the backyard, so I don't have the parking, the room to turn the tractor trailers around and conduct regular business. And it's really, it just seems like every direction I go, I hit a dead end, a wall. It is all due to one resident there that nobody in the community seems to like much, but you still have to deal with him. I've asked if I could dig out and literally plug the drain that I referred to where it bubbles up out to at least kind of temporarily stifle that issue. There is a terracotta drain that's probably a 20-inch drain that runs behind my facility that in the 1950s or 40s or whenever it was originally put in probably handled the stormwater well until Eastgate was added. When I was building an addition to my facility, I found that pipe and I actually cracked the top of it a little bit. And again, it's a 20-inch pipe, and the top 3 inches are all that the water, it's all filled with soot or silt, and there's no flow through it anymore. Where that pipe used to dump out, I believe that it has been terminated. So it creates a swampy area there. When we get rain, the water floods across Route 7. There's only one drain between the American Legion and, for lack of remembering what to call it, right there by the strip club,
Yeah.
there's one drain that goes across the Deckers Creek.
Not,
And
not a strip club now,
whatever it is,
per our ordinance. That's why I say that. Yeah.
everybody knows it is that. That's what
I understand.
But, I think HAP had addressed the state and said, can you help us with this? And the state said, it's none of our problem. Well, it clearly is. It's flooding Route 7. So we need some more drainage to go to Deckers Creek. And then, in my opinion, everything from that hillside should be sloped out to the edge of the road and run to the road, down the road to a storm drain.
Okay.
But I've asked HAP, can I take this topsoil or this fill dirt that I've put in here, can I pile it up higher? Oh, well, we don't want to do that just now. Well, I need some answers. I need to
Well,
know.
yeah, I'm sure Jeff will be able to.
I'll talk to you after the meeting, and then
Yeah,
we'll figure out.
thank you. Sorry for your.
And thank you for coming in and
Yeah,
voicing
sorry
your
for your
concerns.
inconvenience too.
Anything else?
I move that we adjourn.
Second.
We are adjourned.
You be good.